Welcome to JCE eConnect, the online series of learning. So we'll continue with the basis of comparison or comparison of alternatives. Okay, now we'll check this out with a practical approach. Comparison of alternatives. So in various engineering problems, engineers encounter one of the important question, that is which project to select. How you decide which project will give you the maximum return? Okay, thus to select the different alternatives, different methods have been evolved. There are several bases of comparison for a project. They are the present worth method, future worth, annual equivalent, rate of return, and the playback, that is the payback period. So first we'll see the present worth of comparison. So in this present worth of comparison, there are more frequently used to determine the present value of the future money. Okay, the future money, that is either the profit or either the money that you are getting or the money that you have to spend, that is the present worth income producing property. Example, if future income and the cost are known, then we can use the suitable interest rate to calculate the present worth of the property. Thus this will provide the good estimate of the price at which the property should be bought or the property should be sold. Thus the present worth method is one of them that many economists prefer because it reveals the sum of today's rupee, that is equivalent to the future cash of the stream. Under this method, present worth of all the cash inflows, that what we call as revenue, is compared against the present value of all the cash outflows, that is the cost associated with investment of the project. Okay, the difference between the present worth of the cash inflow minus outflow is referred as the net present value. Okay, this is very important. The net present value. Net present value determines whether the project is an acceptable investment or no. Okay, so usually they ask the question about what you mean by the net present value or the net present worth. So if there is a single investment proposal, whether project will be selected or rejected, that can be made accordingly. Now we'll see the three cases, how to understand with respect to the net present worth. Okay, so if the question is asked regarding the net present worth, these are the three cases that you have to elaborate and explain. So in the first case, if the present worth is 0, select the proposal. The positive net present worth means, okay, the equivalent worth of inflows is greater than equivalent worth of outflows, so the project will make profit. That means if your present worth value is more than 0, okay, we have to select that particular proposal of investment. Why? Because the positive net present value, that is the equivalent worth of inflows, is always greater than the outflows. That means the amount that you are getting back is more than the amount that you have to invest or the expenditure that you do. So this particular project will make an investment. Now if your present worth is less than 0, we have to directly reject the investment. So why we have to reject the investment? Because the negative net present worth means the equivalent worth of the inflow is less than the equivalent worth of the outflows. Now if the present worth is equal to 0, so remain indifferent to the investment. So it depends upon every expert advice that you take, because it all depends upon inflation or it is uncertainty. If we have mutually exclusive alternatives, then the present worth calculations of the cash flows can be calculated by two predominant methods, that is the revenue based present worth or the cost based present worth. Revenue based means what? The amount that you are getting back. Cost means the investment that you are making. So again you can go in depth and you can make a decision. Okay, so here we have what you mean by the revenue based present worth, and also I have given you what you mean by cost based present worth. Okay, this is not that important, but the concepts are very important, so you can go through in the notes that I'll be giving you next. Okay, now we'll see the numerical problem regarding the same. So here we have the numerical problem wherein the initial purchase cost is given to you. You can see the initial purchase cost is given. Okay, first the problem is like this: two alternatives are given to us. Okay, and also the investment cost, annual operation cost, expected salvage value, and the useful life is given. So considering this particular thing, we have to decide one of the best alternatives. So the problem goes like this. So here the initial purchase of alternative 1 is 3 lakh, alternative 2 is 2 lakh, whereas the annual operating and maintenance cost of alternative 1 is 20,000, whereas alternative 2 is 35,000. Expected salvage value is 1,25,000 for alternative 1 and 70,000 in alternative 2, and useful life is same, that is for 5 years. So the question is, as using present worth method, find out which alternative should be selected if rate of interest is 10% per year. So I have told you, whatever is the numerical problem asked, draw the cash flow diagram so that it will become easy. Okay, so the solution should be like this. Since both the alternatives have same lifespan, that is 5 years, the present worth of alternative will be compared over the period of 5 years. Okay, you are able to see here. It will be covered for the over of period of 5 years. That is, you have seen the numerical above for the alternative one. Okay, first we are considering this one. For the alternative one, we are making the calculations. Okay, so for that we have to draw the cash flow diagram. You know, the initial investment was 3 lakh rupees. Okay, annual operation and maintenance was how much? It was 20,000 rupees, right? It was 20,000 rupees, and final salvage value you were supposed to get as what? 1,25,000 rupees. Now considering this, how exactly we have to solve the numerical? So check here. It goes as this: the equivalent present value of alternative 1, how it is calculated? The initial cost. Okay, so I have used the different colors here. The initial cost is 3 lakh rupees, that is the cash outflow, it should be negative. The next one is annual operating cost, that is 20,000, that is also cash outflow, it should be negative. Whereas the salvage value is cash inflow, that is 1,25,000 rupees, therefore it should be positive. Okay, so how exactly we have to write the present worth? Okay, before that you have to understand what we are doing here. Here we are converting the respective future amounts to the equivalent present worth of different alternative. Okay, so you can see here the present worth, here this one is my present worth, right? So this one we are keeping it as constant, whereas the annual equivalent is what we are converting to the present worth, and future value also we are converting to the present worth. Okay, so one example we'll see in detail. Okay, so this is the present worth, you will keep as constant. Next one is the annual operation and maintenance cost. Okay, there you are converting this annual operation and maintenance cost to the present worth, so we'll be using the formula here P by A. Whereas the future value, that is the salvage value, here the future value you have to compare it with respect to the present, so here we'll be using the formula P by F. Okay, so now we'll see how we are solving this. So you are able to see the values what I have put up, right? So you are able to see, so present worth is 3 lakh rupees. I am not using any constant here because this is the present worth itself. Present by present, it will become as 1. Okay, next one 20,000, that is my annual equivalent. So what I am using the factor in the bracket, present worth to the annual equivalent is what I am considering. The next one is the future value, that is the salvage value. So I am considering the present worth to the future value. Okay, so I am using that factor. Now considering this one, see here how I have solved. So this present worth is equals to minus 3 lakh rupees. Why I am using the term minus? Because it is the cash outflow. Okay, minus 3 lakh. Okay, there is no factor to be multiplied. I am repeating because it is the present worth. Present to present, it will become as 1. Okay, the factor is, multiplying factor is 1. Minus 20,000, what will be the multiplying factor? It is present worth to the NUT amount, that is P by A I comma N, and the formula is 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to N, plus 1,25,000 rupees, and the factor is 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to N. So either we can use this one or directly from the compound interest tables, as we have used in our previous cases, you can use the compound interest table directly. Now using the compound interest table, we have to check for the rate of interest of 10%, N as 5 years, and the column P by A and P by F, and directly you can multiply with respect to the 2 and get the answer. Okay, thus solving the above thing, the present worth of the first one, the present worth of the first equivalent will be getting minus 2,98,203. Now we'll check for the alternative to similar way. How we have done the alternative one, similar way we have to do it for the alternative 2 also. Now in the alternative 2, you are able to see the initial cost, that is the cash outflow, annual operation and maintenance cost, it is the cash outflow, and salvage value, that is the cash inflow, same as what we have done in the previous case. Thus present worth is equals to minus 2 lakh minus 35,000. Okay, you have just substituted both the factors, and factors will remain same because P by A I comma N, P by F I comma N for 10% and 5 years. Okay, the factors, this will remain same, and I am getting the value as how much? 2 minus 2,89,213 rupees. Thus we are concluding here as alternative 2 will be selected as it has the lower negative value. Okay, so did you understand? This is how we are comparing with respect to the present worth method. Only thing is what? All the other values you are comparing it with respect to the present cost. The present one we kept it as a constant, whereas the annual equivalent cost we are comparing present to the annual, that is P by A, whereas the salvage value we compared as present to the future, that is P by F. Okay, now we will consider an example 2. So here an engineer has 2 bids of an excavator to be installed in a new building. The details of the bids are as below. So here company A and company B. So which one you have to select? Okay, so the details are given as initial cost and the service cost and annual operation and maintenance cost. So here initial cost for company A is 10,50,000, whereas for the company B it is 11 lakhs. But the annual operation and maintenance cost for company A is 60,000, whereas the company B is 70,000, and service life for both is 15 years. Okay, so the problem definition is define which bid should be accepted based upon the present worth method of comparison, assuming 18% rate of interest compounded annually. So how we are going to do this? See, first draw the cash flow diagram. Okay, so after drawing the cash flow diagram, it goes as below. For the present worth of 18%, okay, so this is what 10,50,000 is the present investment amount, right? You have seen here. So it is the initial cost, sorry, 10,50,000 is the initial cost. Okay, so $10,50,000, I am not considering any factor because it is the present worth itself. P by P will be 1. Okay, next one, it is the annual operation and maintenance cost for the company A was 60,000. Thus 60,000 I have to consider. I am comparing what? Present worth to my annual equivalent because it is annual operation and maintenance. So I am considering here as P by A I comma N. Okay, so 10,50,000 plus whatever this one I can directly get from my compound interest table. I will be getting as how much? 13,55,460. Now we will check similarly for the company B. for company B, the initial cost was how much? 11 lakhs plus annual operation and maintenance cost was 70,000. So initial, that is the present worth value, I am keeping the factor as 1 because it is P by P. Next one, I am comparing my present worth to the annual amount. So it will become P by A I comma N, that is same as this one. So it is 18% for 15 years. The service life is 15 years. So just solving, and this one I got from the table, compound interest table. I am getting how much? 14,56,000. Now tell me, which bid are you going to consider? So your conclusion should be the total present worth, it should be as the total present worth of bid 1 is less than that of bid 2, and hence bid 1 is selected for implementation, that is excavator from company A is to be purchased. So did you understand? Here are the two examples. Okay, I will be giving you the other examples as assignment, you can do it. So I hope you have understood how we make a comparison using the present worth method. Now we will see annual equivalent method. Okay, so an annual equivalent method of comparison. First, the annual equivalent cost or revenue of each will be computed. Then the alternative with maximum annual equivalent revenue based comparison or with minimum annual equivalent cost in case of cost based comparison will be selected as the best alternative. Okay, we will consider an example. So what they have given here, it is same. Okay, usually in the exam they will give you the question. Okay, and if they don't mention by which method you have to, if they just ask you which is the best, you can use either the present worth or the annual equivalent, or sometimes if they mention this is what you have to use, the particular method. That means the previous two examples what we have done, you can also use the same two problems to also compare it with the annual equivalent method. Okay, we will see how exactly to do it. Okay, the company invests in one of the two mutually exclusive alternative. The life of both alternative is estimated to be 5 years. Okay, with the following investment, annual returns and the salvage value. So for an alternative X and alternative Y, the investment, annual equal return and the salvage value is given. So you may see here important investment. Investment means what? I am investing. Okay, so it should be negative here. Okay, it should be negative here, there is a mistake, just consider that. Annual equal return, I am considering it as what? 90,000 and 1 lakh. Why I am considering it as positive? Because it is annual equal return. Return means I am getting an amount. In the previous case, you know, it was annual operation and maintenance cost here. So because it was cost, I am considering it as negative. Okay, but okay, in the previous problem also you can see here for both the things I am considering it as a positive cost, because 10,50,000 here is also an investment, whereas 60,000 is also an investment. So both are negative, so both I am considering in terms of positive itself, or it will be in the negative value, that's all. I can consider this as minus of minus. Okay, I can consider as minus 10,50,000 minus 60,000, that is also okay. Okay, because both are negative, I am considering them as positive. Okay, now we will see for this example. So this is what is the question given. Determine the best alternative based upon the annual equivalent method, that is 20%. Now we will see first one, that is for the solution X. Okay, that is for the alternative X. So here you are able to see the cash flow diagram. So this is for 0 years, you are making an investment of 2,50,000. And your annual equal return, because it is written, the arrow is marking upward, it is the amount that I am getting back. Okay, so and also the salvage value, that is the future amount you will be getting, is also how much? It is 20,000. Okay, all these values I have represented in form of a cash flow diagram. Now how we have to calculate the annual equivalent? So just consider now the difference between the present worth and the annual equivalent. So here you are able to see in this case, okay, annual equivalent of 20%, it is minus 2,50,000. I am considering A by P here. Why? Because here I am calculating for the annual equivalent. So annual equivalent of this present value is what I need here. So I am considering as A by P factor. Whereas 90,000 plus 20,000 I am not considering any factor, because here annual equivalent A by A will be the factor as 1. Okay, A by A the factor is 1. So sorry, for the 90,000 I am not considering any factor. Whereas 20,000 is my salvage value again. So for this 20,000 you are considering A by F. I hope you understood this thing again. Okay, so just for a clarification again, so 2,50,000 is my present investment cost, and that I have to compare with respect to my annual equivalent. So I am considering A by P here. Whereas for 90,000 I am not making any consideration of a factor. Why? Because A by A will be equal to 1. The factor you have multiplying is to 1. Whereas 20,000 I am considering it for an salvage value. Thus I am considering there as annual equivalent to the future worth of 20% and 5 years. I hope you understood. Okay, thus minus 2,50,000 into the factor plus 90,000 and 20,000 into this factor, and this one directly you can use the compound interest table. Okay, you have to select for 20%, n as 5 years, and check both the columns A by P and A by F, and you will be getting the respective factors, and thus I am getting an amount as rupees 9,180. Now similarly we will see for an alternative B. Okay, so here for this alternative B, the initial investment is how much? 2,75,000. Okay, that is in the negative. Annual equal return means I am getting an amount, it is positive, that is 1 lakh, whereas the salvage value is 50,000 and life is 5 years. Okay, so here I will be considering the cash flow diagram as follows. You are able to see 2,75,000 is negative, that is downward, and 1 lakh plus 1 lakh is because it is equal return, and 50,000 is my salvage value. That is also amount that I will be getting. So here annual equal return for 20,000 is minus 2,75,000 A by P plus 1 lakh. This is I am considering as 1. Here I am considering annual equivalent to the present worth, so A by P. Now I am considering annual equivalent to the future worth, so A by F, because 50,000 is my salvage value, that is the future amount that I will be getting. Thus, considering both the factors and solving here for alternate annual equivalent for alternative Y, I am getting 14,850. Thus, the annual equal return of alternative Y is more than that of alternative X. Thus, the company should select alternative Y. That means after making a comparison of this, I will be getting in future, that is after making a comparison, the equal return of Y is better than that of X. So I will be selecting alternative Y. Now we will consider the similar second example in this particular case. So what it says, there are two alternatives for purchasing a transit mixer. Transit mixer means you know RMC. Okay, the following are the details: the initial purchase cost, annual operation and maintenance, salvage value, and the useful life for both the alternatives are given. The annual revenue to be generated from the production from alternative 1 is 1 lakh rupees, and from alternative 2 is 90,000 respectively. Okay, additional to the top columns what they have given, they have also mentioned revenue. We are getting equal revenue at end of the year, that is for alternative 1 it is 1 lakh and for alternative 2 it is 90,000. Compute the equivalent uniform annual worth of alternatives of rate of interest 10% and find out the economical one. So before solving the particular example, we have to consider the cash flow diagram. Okay, so you are able to see the cash flow diagram. Initial this was the initial investment, that is 6 lakh rupees, and also you are the annual operation cost is how much? It is 40,000, And along with that, in the question they have also mentioned you're getting a return after end of every year for 5 years, that is your 1 lakh rupees marking upward, and the final salvage value is 2,50,000. So how the numerical goes? Okay, thus the equivalent annual worth for the first one is minus 6 lakh rupees. I have to compare my present worth to my annual amount, so I am using the factor A by P, whereas the 40,000 minus 40,000 is the annual operation and maintenance. 1 lakh we are getting as the revenue, so minus 40,000 plus 1 lakh we are not considering any factor, because annual equivalent to annual equivalent is 1, and plus 2,50,000 as salvage value, that is annual equivalent to the future amount I comma n. So this one A by P and A by F, you can use the compound interest table and get the factors. So it is as below, that is a minus 6 lakh and this is the factor, plus 1 lakh minus 40,000, that is here these are the annual equivalent, plus 2,50,000 and this is the factor. So I will be getting annual equivalent, that is the annual worth of an alternative one is 57,400 rupees. Now similarly we will see for alternative 2. Now the annual equivalent for alternative 2 minus 4 lakh A by P I comma n, minus 70,000 is operation cost and 90,000 is the revenue that you are getting, and you have to keep the factor as 1 because it is annual equivalent, and the salvage value is 1,40,000 A by F. Similarly make the substitutions using the compound interest table, and here 70,000 and 90,000 are the annual equivalent, that is this particular amount, and after making the certain calculations I will be getting as minus 62,640. Now I need to write which is best. So from the above comparison it is observed that alternative 1 will be selected. Why? Because it has the lower negative equivalent when compared to 2. You have seen minus 57,400 is selected as it has the lower negative equivalent when compared to the second one. Okay, so these are the different cases for present worth method and annual equivalent method. Solve these numericals using the compound interest table and understand the concept well. I will be giving few more examples in the notes. So in our next lecture we will be seeing the numerical problems on capitalized cost and rate of returns. Thank you.